Hi everyone, Mugi here. Good evening and welcome to yet another week of iTeraCare Discovery Session, where every Wednesday we take a look at the product that has made Price International one of the world's leading direct sales organizations and the product that has brought us from an office in Malaysia to over 80 countries and regions around the world. Every week, we take a look at a different person sharing their experience using the iTeraCare. Our first week, we had Mr. Musari, an 80-year-old gentleman who used the iTeraCare effectively for himself to regain mobility, to live with less discomfort, and to be able to travel and really enjoy life at 80 years old. Last week, we heard from Tess Hervas from the Philippines, who shared about how she used the iTeraCare very effectively for herself, her mother, and her dog. And this week we have Cynthia, and Cynthia will be sharing about how she has used the iTeraCare as a physical therapist in order to help many different types and different categories of people to regain mobility, regain comfort, regain the ability to live a better quality of life with the iTeraCare. So we're all here to talk about the device. For those of you who are joining us brand new and you guys don't know what I'm talking about, hi, my name is Mugi. I'm so happy someone gave you this link. I'm so happy that you're going to be able to hear about this, listen to what I'm going to present with an open mind, and who knows, you might find something here that is deeply, deeply, deeply beneficial to you. So before we get started, who are we? What is Price International? Price International is an organization that began in September 2021 because we had obtained the sole global distributorship rights to the world's first and I would say only patented, proven, demonstrably efficient, like demonstrably effective handheld terahertz emitter. With the iTeraCare in our hands, we began our company and was started by our board of directors, these four people. And with this product, and then we did have a lot of other products come in, but our flagship is still the iTeraCare. And with the iTeraCare, we were able to expand our organization to have a presence worldwide in over 80 countries and regions. In some places, we have branches, some places, we have stockists, some places, we have state stockists. But we are here and we have brought our technology, the iTeraCare, worldwide. And that's what we're going to be looking at today. As an organization, we had celebrated our first anniversary in Malaysia, second anniversary in Bangkok, Thailand, the third anniversary in Malaysia, and the fourth anniversary again in Malaysia. We are a Malaysian company, that's why. And we love having people visit us from all over the world. As you can see from all of these flags, we have a presence worldwide as a Malaysian company, and that is entirely because of the products that we carry. And like I mentioned earlier, we have a wide product range. But what we are here to talk about today is these products that you see over here, and these are the iTeraCare. So people who come to us rarely come to us because they have an illness, right? We don't really, we're not in the medical business. This is not a medical device. I am not a doctor. I don't know if you can tell. I am not a medical professional. And we are not in the business of treating, curing, or even diagnosing any specific diseases. Instead, people come to us, people discover us because they're dealing with what you can call as a sub-health issue, where if you're like 100% healthy, you probably won't be dealing with any of this. And none of this necessarily indicate that you have an illness or something bad that you're dealing with, but all of this just shows that you have some kind of thing going on in your body where it's not like an illness per se. It's not like you need surgery. It's not like you need organ replacement, but you need to get your body to function better. So whether you have cold hands or feet, tiredness, muscle cramps, or any other kind of sub-health status, we can help with that. So the iTeraCare focuses on bringing your body back online to take care of your body from the inside out. And you can think of it in metaphorically as like your body being a battery, every cell in your body being a battery. So what we're doing is that in the same way that temperature is a measure of the vibrational state of a molecule, the energy level of your cells is a measure of the vibrational level of your cell. And we're trying to get all of your cells to be fully charged, so to speak, so that your body can function at the most optimum level from the inside out. So this is a device, the iTeraCare is a device that emits heat and it emits terahertz frequencies. And all of this is aligned with the ideas of people from far back always looking at the best way to heal the body is with heat, and also understanding that frequencies is how everything in the body works and how everything in the body truly aligns. So technology has truly come a long way. There was a time when having a phone that you can carry in your pocket was a fantasy. It was something that we spoke of in some day terms. This is a newspaper article from 1963. And today we live in this reality. In the same way, being able to heal your body through frequencies and being able to do that consistently as technology was always a fantasy, but now we're able to bring that into reality through our certified patented terahertz emitting devices, the iTeraCare series. The series are all of these are different devices that have like different, so all of them emit the terahertz frequency. They're all part of the same family. The difference is in price point, usage, comfort, usage time, ergonomics, etc. But fundamentally, the iTeraCare is the world's most advanced terahertz frequency device. These are devices that emit the terahertz frequency along with heat in order to have different levels of effects on your body. So this is not a medical device, but when you expose your body to heat and the terahertz frequency, for a session of about 20 minutes each time, the terahertz exposure can produce thermal effects and raise the temperature of your body, which allows for better circulation, allowing for better oxygenation of your blood. And through the resonance of the terahertz frequency, we can get your good but dormant cells to reactivate again. The terahertz frequency is the frequency that the cells in our body vibrates as. And by combining the quantum energy uh, funneled, I suppose, through an optical quartz crystal that emits terahertz frequencies. We're able to use this to kind of just shine a light into our body and use that to improve our blood flow. So this device has come out from more than 6 years of research and development that incorporates a really unique three-in-one core technology. It has a patented product design, safety inspection reports, quality inspection reports, accuracy reports, radiation test reports, as well as test reports done by the Beijing Institute of Science that demonstrate that these devices emit terahertz frequencies and they have an effect on the body. I'm going to walk through some examples of stories that we have heard from people worldwide, and also we are going to hear from our sharer in a bit. But before that, maybe I can kind of switch slides and talk a little bit deeper about the iTeraCare. So we have designed these set of slides to be easy to understand about the terahertz frequency, but I do kind of want to take like a couple of minutes to talk a bit deeper about why this works the way it does. And it all comes down to the human body. And before I get deeper into it, I just want to reiterate again that the iTeraCare blower is not a medical device. This is not a device that is designed to treat, cure, or diagnose any specific diseases. What you can think of this is that because this emits the terahertz frequencies and heat, what it does is that it makes all of the cells in your body vibrate more. And that creates better circulation in your body. And so you can think about this metaphorically, right? As like each time you use the iTeraCare, it is pretty much like you are giving your body a workout. It is just like working out. It is just like each session of the iTeraCare where you use it for 20 minutes or per session for about 2 to 3 weeks. Each time you use it for 20 minutes, that is the equivalent of you going for a walk or going for a light jog for about 20 minutes. Except now, instead of buying a treadmill and using it, you're basically shining the effect of that on your body. The way you can look at the iTeraCare and how it works can actually be explained through multiple different ways of looking at the body. Maybe before I get into that, let me just get into a couple of the kinds of stories that we have seen, the kind of effectivity that people have found through the iTeraCare. For example, we have found incredible effectivity for people who have discomfort and a lack of mobility in their muscles and tissues, where even after a single session of anywhere from 15 to 30 minutes, a person who's having an inability to like a lack of mobility in their fingers and joints, just using it one time is enough to create the kind of relaxation and comfort that will allow them to gain that mobility again. Using it one time does not cure anything. I just want to say that. It's just like think about this as if you have like a sore muscle or if you have rheumatism and arthritis, there is a lot of short-term things that you can do, right? Heat therapy is one thing, terahertz therapy is one thing. There's a lot of short-term things that you can do. But because this is done through technology, you by buying this device one time, you can use it over and over again. And by using it over and over again is how you get to more long-term changes in your body. Other categories of people that have found effectivity are those with like lack of mobility again, whether in terms of like having a frozen shoulder, having any other kind of issue. Because the terahertz frequency is able to penetrate into the body, it creates the ability for us to like gain deeper access into like muscles and joints and tendons and fascia and other parts of the body inside us and work on them directly. Other groups of people who have great effectivity in using our product. Because if you think about it, right, I suppose as an analogy, all of us know that walking for an hour every day or going jogging for an hour every day is good, not just specifically for losing weight, but if you can do that like every day for an hour a day for like 2 to 3 months and even like a whole year or more, the long-term effects that you see in your body is going to be substantial. And what we are seeing with the iTeraCare is just the ability to do that and to just shine the effects into our body directly. We have a lot of stories about people who have had skin disorders, who have been able to improve their skin's condition. And I just want to note, right, yeah, sure, in some cases it just takes a few days of daily use, but in a lot of cases it also takes months and sometimes years to see consistent long-term effect. This is just a tool that allows you to provide the same effects of a workout, of reducing inflammation, of taking anti-inflammatory stuff, and you putting all of that into a machine that you can then use on your body. It has a lot of effects even in like skin deep in terms of improving the tightness of the skin. And the way you use it is actually like super simple. You have 10 points on your body, you just use it, you just blow it on your body for like 2 to 3 minutes each time at each of these points, which will take about 20 to 30 minutes. And before you do it, you drink 2 glasses of water before and 2 glasses of water after. And one thing you should know, like it is not recommended for women who are pregnant or who are actively menstruating, just for safety concerns with the pregnancy. And if anyone has any implants inside the body, then don't use it directly over that part, but you can use it on other parts of the body. Okay, so I want to change the word equal here to equivalent. And we say that using the iTeraCare is actually more effective than any traditional forms of like body work, whether you're talking about TCM style acupuncture or massage or scraping or cupping, any of that. And I suppose while I have your attention, now is actually like a really good time to kind of explore just for like a couple minutes, just for a couple minutes. I'm not going to talk your ears off. Let's explore why it is more effective than like acupuncture. Because if you think about it, that could sound like a crazy claim, right? How could something that you shine on your body be more effective than acupuncture? And the reason is very fundamentally the fact that because these devices emit terahertz frequency and warmth, the terahertz frequency is able to penetrate inside your body, and it has an effective distance of 12 to 15 centimeters of penetration. Meaning, when you point it at your skin, it's not just working on your skin, it's penetrating through into your skin. And when you think about why that works and why acupuncture works on the perspective of traditional Chinese medicine, which is also a different way of looking at the body that's recognized by the World Health Organization, that takes a look at the body instead of looking at it in terms of like separate organ systems that are not really one thing but just separate systems. Traditional Chinese medicine looks at the body as one large flowing thing. They view the body not as a material pile of dead flesh. They look at it as a truly alive system that flows. And when they look at the body from traditional Chinese medicine, they recognize more than 365 points inside the body that can be stimulated in order to have vital energy flow within your body. And they view health as the good flowing of this vital energy up and down your body through these highways that they call meridian channels that run through a lot of the different organs in your body. So we have, for example, meridian channels that run through the lungs, called the lung meridian channel, the kidneys, the heart, etc. Traditional Chinese, and also you have the extraordinary, the major superhighways that run through the back and front, I suppose, that control your yang and yin meridians. So traditional Chinese medicine looks at the human body as fundamentally a flow. And when this vital energy is blocked from flowing, that's when people start having discomfort, inflammation, stagnation, and other kinds of health problems. For example, according to this perspective, if you have a blockage in your lung meridian, then that's why you're getting respiratory issues, low immunity, shortness of breath, etc. It's not directly only the lung, it is the lung meridian, the highway that flows through the lungs and all over the body. A blockage of that is what leads to these issues. Where if someone has a blockage in their kidney meridian, they would experience that as having lower back pain, weak knees, fatigue, and urinary issues. Or if someone has a blockage in their liver meridian, it's not just something that you see in the liver. It's what causes your irritability, headache, poor digestion, and or menstrual discomfort. So, one way of looking at the body is that the body has a flow of this vital energy, and the iTeraCare uses terahertz frequency and heat to penetrate deeply into the body, warm the pathways, stimulate these acupuncture points, and support the natural flow of this vital energy. So when we talk about you using the iTeraCare on these 10 points on of the body, the reason why we have these 10 points is because they run through all of these different meridian points and also these meridian channels. And by stimulating these parts of the body, like we spoke about, these 10 points, we're able to create flow in these. Another example that I like to look at that kind of shows the similarity of all the different perspectives. Because like honestly, we're all the same, right? Like I don't know if you know this, but we're all the same species of human beings. We're all Homo sapiens sapiens, and we all have fundamentally the same DNA. Any difference between us is just fundamentally only skin deep. There are different there are differences in the expressions of our genetic form, and there are differences in the type of mixed genetics that we have, but fundamentally, we're all the same human species. I say that just to really highlight the point that it's not like some people have blood flow and some people have meridian and like chi flow and some people have other stuff. No, we all have the same thing inside. If you cut us, we will bleed red. I don't care who you are. I don't care what your skin color is. Skin deep, we're all the same. So all of these are just different perspectives of looking at the same thing that are equally valid. It's like saying 2 plus 3 and also saying 3 plus 2. They could sound different, but it's fundamentally the same thing. So, in the same way, if you look at the body from the perspective of blood flow, oxygenation, then the explanation of the terahertz frequency are stimulating your blood flow, increasing the vibrational level of your cells through resonance, and charging your cells, so to speak, is a good metaphor that helps you understand it. But if you also look at the body from the perspective of traditional Chinese medicine, that it also still holds true. It's the same thing. For example, in our standard presentation, we talk about how using the iTeraCare up and down your backbone could stimulate stem cell, like especially long term with 2 to 3 months of use, could stimulate stem cell production and help your body regenerate new cells. You can also look at it from the perspective of your of this being the bladder meridian, which is the longest meridian pathway in the body that supports all of these different parts of the body. So when you focus on your back, you're also stimulating this bladder meridian that has the ability to stimulate your governing vessel, which runs along your spine and is the sea of yang meridians, which nourishes your yang energy, which boosts immunity and vitality. So, as far as I'm concerned, that is same. We're just using different words and different metaphors to describe the same thing that's happening. When you use the iTeraCare up and down your backbone, you're stimulating, whether you're stimulating your spinal cord or the do my meridian or the bladder meridian, whatever word you use to describe it, whether you describe it in terms of blood flow or chi flow, what happens is that if you use the iTeraca up and down the spine, it creates a ability of the body to regenerate itself, especially if you use it long term. And even though this is not a medical device, even though this is not a device that is designed to treat, cure, or diagnose any specific diseases, people who use this non-medical device in a consistent way can see incredible changes in the body, such as what we're going to hear about from Cynthia in about 5 minutes. But whatever perspective you have towards how this works, that it works is not, it cannot be denied. Another way of looking at this, and this is truly my new favorite way of thinking about the body, it is my new favorite form of body work. Like on a personal level, I do a lot of breath work, I do a lot of movement, and I do a lot of body work. And fascia work is now my favorite thing. So, in case you don't know, you have a fascia. What is the fascia? Think of the fascia as like a skin suit. Like imagine you're wearing a skin tight suit and now just move that skin tight suit underneath your skin. It is a continuous connective tissue web that surrounds and connects your muscles, joints, nerves, blood vessels, organs, even individual muscle fibers. And when your fascia is healthy, boy, you know it. You feel supple, it's hydrated, it's elastic. You can move your body, you can swing your body, you feel high vibrational, you feel good because your body is free. You can move like an animal. The living communication and support network that surrounds your nerves, your blood vessels, your muscles, your joints, and even this thing that suspends your organs in its proper position is happy, it's healthy, it's hydrated. And it can only be hydrated by structured water. The fascia is made from collagen, elastin, structured water, and also hyaluronan, which all of these helps lubricate and helps the different layers in your fascia just glide. So when your fascia is hydrated with structured water, when your fascia is loose and relaxed, you feel good, you can move, you have no discomfort, you feel fantastic. But if you're dehydrated, if your fascia is dehydrated, what happens is the layers get stuck together, they get sticky and dense. You can't, the gliding is restricted, and that shows up in your body as tension and discomfort. If you have like frozen shoulders, you can't move your body properly, you're having a lack of like mobility, I bet it's because of your fascia. So there's no magic pill to work on your fascia, right? The only way that you can affect it is physically. And the traditional physical habits that support the fascia is drinking warm water, gentle stretching, walking, having doing light movement, and doing all of this daily with incredible consistency. But by combining the iTeraCare, because the iTeraCare has the capacity to penetrate into your body, because it also has heat that warms your tissues. By using it over your body in a regular 20 to 30-minute routine, especially in areas at your neck and shoulders, your upper back, your lower back, your hips, your knees, your calves, and your feet, you are directly helping your fascia relax, soften, and glide. And this will help you move and feel better. And the iTeraCare may be the only external non-contact fascia tool, fascia bodywork tool that you can really use frequencies to work with your fascia. Another reason why this really works is also because remember, like the terahertz frequency can penetrate through anything, right? Except metal. That's why if you have anything in your body, you're not supposed to like use it over that part because like your body could absorb the heat because the terahertz frequency can penetrate through everything except metal. However, the good thing about that is that the terahertz frequency is absorbed by water. So we often talk about you like your drinking water, your glass, your jug, all of that, using the iTeraCare on the water for about 2 to 3 minutes in order to structure the water, right? Well, your body is also 70% water, and your fascia should be hydrated, and it is only hydrated by structured water. So when you use the iTeraCare consistently for about 20 to 30 minutes each time, a really helpful way to think about it is that you are directly structuring the water in your body, in your fascia, that allows the fascia to be hydrated and move better. These are not medical claims, but it's just a helpful explanation model in order for you to understand all of the different ways that using the iTeraCare can support your body. So if you're interested in checking this out, I am sure someone here sent you a link. Go ask them to give you a demonstration. And honestly, think about someone that you love who can benefit from the iTeraCare. We have we are incredibly effective for discomfort management, or as we say here, pain management. We're incredibly effective for like mobility, body relaxation. So we've heard from people who are getting older. We've heard from people who have like different kinds of body issues. So now let's hear from our sharer of the day. So, Cynthia, I hope you're ready. And as Cynthia gets ready, I just want to read out what she sent me that truly drew me into her story. So I'm going to read out what she sent me, and then I hope, Cynthia, you can turn on your camera and get ready to share your story. So this is what Cynthia sent to me. And also thank you to Susan, the CEO of Price East Africa, for recommending Cynthia's story to me. Also, by the way, guys, I'm so proud to share that Madam Susan, the CEO of Price East Africa, is in the running to be one of Kenya's best CEOs. So if you have so there's a link that I'll share later in the group chat. Susan, if you can see it, drop the link here. Go vote for her, guys. She's an incredible CEO and has really done so much to build the business in East Africa. So she deserves to win. Anyway, this is Cynthia's story, and I'm going to read this out loud. I'm quoting Cynthia here. Hello, Mr. Mugi. Let me start by saying that the iTeraCare is a God-sent device. My first testimony was 4 years ago. I received a patient who was booked to fly to India for hip and knee surgery. She came to me on a wheelchair. I used iTeraCare on her consistently for 6 good months, and she never went to India. Today, that lady is 80 years old, walking comfortably, and actually happily farming. The second one made me go viral on Facebook and all over the world. It was a boy, 8 years old then, now 10. He had a very sensitive tumor issue that had affected his entire nervous system. He couldn't sit, walk, hold, or support himself in any way. After just 3 weeks of using iTeraCare, the boy gradually started walking. The boy was from a children's home, but after the testimony, the government couldn't take him back. They asked me to adopt the child. I'm now a happy mother to baby Israel, who was a total orphan. This child is the reason I started Kind Care organization, where I now help autistic children and the disabled gain their normalcy. Every day is a testimony day in this organization. I have lots of testimonies from my facilities. I also assisted a very prominent person in Kenya who suffered from ascites due to a liver issue. He's now off medication and living comfortably. I've also managed to activate kidneys several times. This device is divine. I thank God for divinely connecting me with Madam Susan, CEO Kenya. Through this, many people have their smile back after long struggles. I'm also a happy physical therapist. May God continue to cover and protect the inventor, grant him long life and more knowledge. Blessings. That is Cynthia's story. And before Cynthia comes on, I want to remind everybody that the iTeraCare is not a medical device. It is not a device that is designed to treat, cure, or diagnose any specific diseases. It is only a device that emits heat and terahertz frequency, and everything that you have heard and you are going to hear from Cynthia are individual user experiences that are not guarantees, and your mileage may vary. Your results are 100% dependent on how you use it, how long you use it, in what frequency you use it, and how you approach this. Nothing that is shared is a guarantee. All of these are individual user experiences. So if you want to experience like this, definitely learn from the person who sent you the link how to use the device properly, and with your effort using it and a little bit of help from God and luck, you may find similar experiences, and I hope you do. Okay, with the disclaimers out of the way, let's all put our hands together and welcome Cynthia Wangui on this call, please. Cynthia, you can unmute and turn on your camera. Hi, Cynthia.
Hey, thank you so much, Mr. Mugi. I'm glad to be here today. And actually, what you've shared, it's true, it's a reality. And I normally say that I take iTeraCare as assisting device in our facility, assisting physical device in our facility. With the disclaimer, I don't take it as a medical device. And having working with it in our facility, actually, it is through the testimonies that are there. That is why I was allowed to use this device in the hospital. My name's Cynthia, as have been introduced. Dr. Cynthia, a physiotherapist at Orthodox Hospital, and a proud member, distributor of Prive devices. Now 6 years old at Prive. Actually, I joined Prive, that is 2001, and this time the iTeraCare was very new, and we could call it a blower, just a blower. And the reason, like, I bought the idea from the CEO, whom I thank today, it is because, like, I knew. Actually, I just bought the word. It improves circulation. That's what I bought from all the staff, and I said if I can just blow and increase circulation, then it's good. I'll go for it. And I really know that it was also a miracle device. And actually, I have thousands of miracles that have happened since that time. 6 years down the line, I have them. Actually, I have them at Kind Care website. Anyone who would love to see that can join our Kind Care website and the link, and you will see the miracles are there. Like I said, at Kind Care, it's a miracle time. Every day, it's a miracle time. And I'm also glad that if it were not of this, so many years down the line, I used like to work as an ordinary physio. And let me tell you, nothing like this had happened there before. But immediately I started using this device. I don't know. Up to date, I can be able like not, I cannot be able like to tell as in what really do happen. What I know is that down the line, I came to learn that it also increase or speed up the healing of the body, because like now I advise it to each and every person in my facility, regardless of the condition. Anyone has to use it, and it has become of a big help to me. Yes.
Can you start by explaining to us how you discovered the iTeraCare and the stories that you shared with me? Can you talk more about how you used it and why you used it that way and like how long did it take to see results, etc.?
Okay, I'll start by saying that the device was introduced to me by the CEO, Prive Kenya. This is Madam Susan Gaitho, and that is why all the gratitudes go to her. And I was a bit resistant because, like, in medical setup, when there's a new thing that comes your way, you are like, you want to do more findings, you want like to do more research, and let me say, I was quite resistant to a point that the first time I didn't bought the idea, so she had to go and come back again. And that is why I would encourage that her persistence is of another level. And if every one of us would have this spirit of persistence, let me say, we will change the world. Because she came again and again and again, up to the fourth time. And the fourth time is when I told her that I'll try. And I bought the classic. And now with the classic, I started using the classic. And I said that after every physio session in our facility, they would end up with now the terahertz therapy. And because we didn't know much about it, I would say that after any physical session, you just use the blower. And this is now when this lady was brought in. And divinely, let me say divinely, I was able like to come up with some sessions that she will undergo. This was 6 months, and she will come on a daily basis. And sometimes she would even stay up to evening so that we can do the iTeraCare twice. And after this period of time, I could observe the lady. The lady couldn't walk at all. She was on wheelchair, and when you try like assist her walk, the entire body was like she had some scales. what I mean by scales, I want to mean that if you have ever, if you know a fish, the way a fish looks like, the body was like that because of pain. It isn't that she had another skin condition or something, but this had developed because of pain, and because she couldn't even tiptoe. So it was direct from the wheelchair to the therapy room. We could carry him to the therapy bed and do the therapy there. But gradually, after some few sessions, we could see great change, and she was happy. And this is what made her kept on going. And she would say that I believe and trust that because every time I can feel there's a change, I'll keep on doing it until I stand by my own feet. And this is what the lady did. Actually, she was also so good, so adjustable. And she happens also to visit our main office at Thrive. She came personally walking, and people could see her jump over. And I also have her videos with when she was on a wheelchair and also on crutches, because after wheelchair she could able to walk with some crutches. Then after that she was able to stand by herself and later on walk. And the entire process one day made all of us, that is me, her family members, go emotional, because they came to me, all of them in the office, because she had few of her kids, like 2 or 3, who are staying at the States, at the US. So they came and we were there at the office, and they asked their mother, Mom, now that you are okay, what would you like us to do? And she told them that buy me cows. I want to go back to farming. And they told her that they wanted to invest in 1.8 million, take her to India, because both her knees and the hip joint wanted to be replaced, but they didn't use that money, so they wanted to use the money on her. And they used the money and they invested in her farming, and up to date she's a happy farmer. Actually, she normally comes to visit. She brings me some stuff from her farm. This is the milk and other stuff. So the other one, I don't know whether Mr. Mugi, you have another question. I would start there, or I would continue with the other testimonies.
Please
I can give a
continue.
few of them. Yes.
Yes, yes, go ahead. Share
Yes.
share your favorite stories.
Okay, all of them are my favorite, Mr. Yugi, because they make me so happy. Actually, it's so amazing to see a patient go back to her normancy. I don't know whether you feel the same, but I personally, when I see my patient as in gaining mobility, I get so much excited to a point that sometimes I go and pray and tell God, uh, I thank God for this process. Now, the second one, it's about that boy. What? Um, hey, this story, let me tell you, up to date, when I try sharing it, because now the boy happened to be my son, because he's now my son. When I visited this children home, I noticed that there was something that was not okay. We had gone there. We had gone to this children home with another family, and I would say that everybody would pray with those kids who are um, those kids who are lively. But I noticed there is one child at a corner. This child is not no one is going there. People are just passing him on, and they would even not talk to the boy. And I happened to get a concern, and I called one of the caregivers, and they inquired about the boy, and they told that it is 8 years down the line. The boy can't smile, the boy can't talk, the boy can't even cry. The boy is just there. And I asked them now, does he feed or something? They told us poorly. They told me poorly. And I felt that I can do something because now the iTeraCare was working miracles at my facility, and I felt that now with the iTeraCare, I feel like I can do something to this boy. And that is when I went straight to the owner of this children home. Then the name of the children home, I can even say it because it's something that made me go viral. And the children's home is Merciful Redeemer, and we once visited the children's home with the Prive East Kenya. So I went direct to the owner of the children's home and I inquired about the boy. And I requested they give me the boy for a period of 3 weeks to see whether I can add a value on him. I told her if I can be able to bring her back, being able to just like sit down, it will be okay. Then she was like, I don't know whether it will be easy, but let us see. So she contacted the children officer, who said that because I'm a doctor, they can just allow with my credentials. And after 3 weeks, after 1 month, I should bring the boy back. So I took the boy. The other family noticed that I'm taking the boy with me home, and they came to me and told me, Cynthia, we know you are a risk taker. We know what you're capable of, but we won't allow you go with this boy because we feel that this boy will die along the way. So just don't. But let me tell you, because I had seen the miracles with the iTeraCare, I felt, no, I have like to do something on this boy. I have like to blow him with this device. Let me just see what will happen of him. And my son was so positive. My husband was so positive, and we took along the boy. We went with him, and I started the blowing. Instantly that day, I started the blowing of the iTeraCare, and within 3 days, amazingly, the boy smiled. If you don't know how precious a smile is, I came to know it is so precious that day, because when we saw that boy smiling, the whole house, we were so much excited. Little did we know the miracles were on the way. So after some few weeks, the boy was able now to start crawling. And also it was so amazing seeing him crawl. With little did we know that he will be able like to stand, support himself for a while, and while you can imagine, while supporting himself, we could shout because of excitement. Then in 3 weeks, 4 weeks time, the boy was walking. It was so amazing. So people called me and told me, Cynthia, do you know what? You are going viral. You are on Facebook. There are these white people who are saying about miracles are happening in Kenya. And I went to the Facebook. I saw my name was all over. This boy was all over, and yeah, it was so amazing. This is like let me say, my favorite testimony. The other one, also, I have this kidney patient. A certain church approached me, not an individual. A church approached me and told me, Cynthia, we have a patient here. And this patient is less fortunate. She cannot afford a coin for any treatment. So we want you to take him in, and we're going to raise some money. That is later. You just start the blowing stuff. We hear that you do the amazing blowing stuff at your facility. You just start, and we shall pay you later. So I started. And before they did the fundraising, this man, the kidneys were back to normal. And it was so amazing. I was so touched. And I was like, God, is this for real? This is not a healing device. And I took it in just like a treadmill. And this is the miracles behind. Let me just share just those few miracles for today. Let me just share those few miracles for today. But let me tell you, I have thousands. I have so many miracles that have happened in my facility. So many of them. The other one, I know also the CEO happened like to visit. We visited this prominent person together at Spring Valley. These people, they were at a corner. They had gone to South Africa, Australia, everywhere looking for help, and nothing will change at all. So when they approached me, they told me, Cynthia, somebody shared about your testimonies, and we like said, because we are in a corner, we have tried all the hospitals we know, and nothing. Actually, now my husband here, that was the wife who was explaining, my husband here has been given a lifespan of 2 months, and we don't know what to do. So be assured that we are just trying you. Allow us to just try you. We don't have like confidence that it's gonna work out, but allow us to try you. And I told them it's okay, and I started. So actually, they were the first people to buy the iTeraCare and the Oxy. Not the first people to buy the Oxytap, because at that time the Oxytap was very new. So they bought the Oxytap, they bought the iTeraCare, and we started the iTeraCare on this guy. And in a month time, they went for lab works. They were told that the liver, because he also suffered liver cirrhosis, they were told that we can see some changes on the liver. Continue doing what you are doing. So we continued. This is now like 2 years and a half, 2 years down the line, 2.5 years down the line. The man is back to normancy, complete normancy, out of every medication he used to use that day. So allow me just that for today, but let me tell you, this device, like I stated, this is divinely sent to us. I normally relate with us Christians, what we normally say that we normally say that God will always have a solution for us. So this is a solution. Everybody should embrace it. Everybody should share it with everyone with total confidence. Let me tell you right now, no one, nothing can come in between me and this device. No one can even, I don't know how anyone can come and convince me it doesn't work or something. And with all these miracles, just the other day happened like a 14-year-old boy who couldn't walk. I also have these videos in my website. He can now support himself and stand up and try to walk. A 14-year-old boy. The mother really cried because she had never seen even him trying even to do something with his legs, even lifting them up or something, and he can now stand by himself. So this device, let me tell you, whoever 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 is out there who has not tried it, I would say, just try it. Just try it, and you won't believe it. Thank you so much. And thank you so much for this
Thank you.
platform. Yes.
Thank you so much, Cynthia. Like, I'm really moved by all of your stories. I've shared the link to your website in the group chat, kindcarenetwork.com. So everyone can go into her website and see all of these videos for yourself. If you have any questions, you can ask them in the chat. Cynthia, I have a question. So when
Yeah.
you meet all of these people, right, how do
Mhm.
you start to use the iTeraCare on them?
Okay, I came up now with a setup. Like I told you, because I'm a physio, I normally say that after every physical therapy, after every session, we have like to do the terahertz. And after that, every patient should go home with his or her own device. This is how now I end up selling so many devices. Yes.
When you use the device, for example, like on the person with the kidney issue or the child who's not able to walk, do you like
Mhm.
how long do you use it per session, or when you give advice to someone, how do you tell them to use it? Do you just follow the 10 points, or do you use it, do you think about it in a different way?
Actually, it's advisable. I normally advise them to like follow the acupuncture points because I'm also a reflexologist. And the other thing you have like in entire body, you have like to do 45 minutes. And I also advise them it's good to use it thrice daily. That's why even if they come for the sessions, because like when they are coming at the facility, we cannot like offer three sessions in a day. We just offer one session. So I have like to insist in buying the device so that they are able to continue with it at home. That is thrice daily.
So 3 times a day, how long per session?
45 minutes.
45 minutes. And
Yes.
so 3 sessions a day, 45 minutes per session, and you just
Yes.
follow the 10 points and just the way they blow it all
Yes.
over the
And
body,
also
right?
hydrated. Also hydrated.
Drinking water before the session and after the session, they must do that. How long has
Exactly.
it taken for all of your testimonials? How long do you tell them to use it before they start to see some kind of change?
It's so amazing that we observe the changes in a week time. In a week, we can tell there's a change somewhere. And actually, we start
Fantastic.
with all the patient, we start like celebrating the changes in a week time. Few days, 4 days, 5 days, a week. Yes.
So when people use the iTeraCare, have they ever felt any like uncomfortable feeling when they start using it? And how do you tell them to go through with it?
Yes, many of them talk about like increase in pain, and I normally tell them that these actually nowadays I do like before even they use the TerraCare, I normally alert them that they will have like what do we call it? Um, what do we call it?
Like a healing
Healing
crisis?
crisis, the healing crisis, yes. And this normally happens within the first 4 days, 4 days, 5 days. Then I advise them not to stop, they should continue. And sometimes I give them an advice like when I tell you to just maybe you have not exercised for a long period, and I tell you to exercise, how will you feel? How would you feel? And I will make them understand that these are the hearing crises. And I will make them understand that if you stop exercising just because your body felt some pain here and there, you just go and go back to as in or you exercise later on. You stop, then you exercise later on. It's like you are starting at a 0 point again. So I tell them not to stop. When they're in this healing crisis, they should continue, and later on they do celebrate with the results.
I love it. I have a couple questions. I know we're going a bit extra time, but I love having this conversation with you. One technical question, whether you see any difference in like low speed or high speed or hot or less hot, what do you tend to recommend?
Actually, with low speed or high speed, I've not like observed any difference, because I believe what matters a lot is the frequency. So it doesn't matter the speed you're using. All right. What matters is the time. You need to like to concentrate every part of the body. You should like concentrate within like if for instance it's the hand, you should do it in 2 minutes time. Just don't do it for some seconds, then go to the other. You should give it a good concentration of 2 minutes, 2 minutes, every part 2 minutes, and there you're good to go.
Very cool. Can you share a
Yeah.
little bit more about like your autistic cases or like the children with like learning development or autism, etc.? How do you recommend them use it? What's their experience like?
Number one, with these autistic children, I recommend the iTeraCare when um, you've done checked on the deficiency because like they happen to suffer in deficiency. So you have to work on that first, then start the therapy immediately while working on the deficiency. And this one, you happen like to see the changes immediately. Yes,
How do you recommend that they do it? Is it the same way, 3 times a day, 45 minutes per session, follow the 10 points?
the same.
Interesting. So, do you recommend
Yeah.
that for everyone? Like in general, if they want to see results in 1 week, then use it 3 times a day, 45 minutes per session, and follow the 10 points.
Yes.
Have you ever had any children with cerebral palsy? Have you ever experienced any cases with that?
Uh, at Kind Care, we have so many of them. Actually, like last week, you were celebrating one of them who couldn't talk, and he's now talking.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, for children with cerebral palsy, how do you recommend that the parents do it the same way as well? 45 minutes, 3 times a day,
Yes.
1 week
Yes.
minimum.
And strictly check on the deficits.
Understood. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Cynthia. We're at the end of our call right now, but I'm sure people love hearing from you. Can you share a message for everyone? I'm sure there are people listening in who are leaders. They could be active, they could be not active. Some people could be brand new and hearing about the iTeraCare for the first time. Share your message to everyone.
What I would say is that it is always good to be adjustable. What do I mean by being adjustable? Let us embrace the technology. And I'll say that this device, again and again, every home, every person should have it. And the other thing is that when you're doing this, be confident that you are doing God's work because it is always good, as in to see you change people's lives positively. So, people to have confidence. Actually, I'm so confident with the iTeraCare, so much confident. So, my message is everybody out there should be much confident with this device. Try it, send the message to everybody to have this device, and you really enjoy the process. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Cynthia. Thank you so much for your story. If you have other different stories, I would love to invite you back again, maybe one time next month or something. And each time we can hear different stories and hear about different people. I think people would love that because so many people buy the iTerra for themselves, but there's always people who use it for other people. And we love your
Yes.
stories. Everyone, remember
Thank you
that
so much.
do check out Cynthia's website at kindcarenetwork.com. Here on her website, you can see all of the information, the children, the activities, all of the stuff that they have and everything that they do. The journey is here. So please check this out. So also as a final note, remember how earlier I was talking about our Kenya CEO, Madam Susan, being nominated for like the best CEO in Kenya award, and you should vote for her. Well, I don't think she needs it because she's leading the pack with 24,450
Mhm.
votes, and second place is only at 5,000 something votes. So, Madam Susan, I'm so proud of you. Thank you also for being so consistent in how you followed up with Cynthia. I think that's what I
Thank you
really
so
hear
much.
from Cynthia's story. The fact that Cynthia did not believe it, was not convinced about the iTeracare, just like so many people that we talk to, they're not convinced, they're not interested, they think this is some kind of crazy tech. But by being so consistent, going to Cynthia over and over and over again, she's able to get Cynthia to try it and look at how many lives Cynthia has been able to affect. So this is the power of the iTeracare. And for all of you here who are tuning in for the first time, and you are wondering how you can get an iTeraCare or try it out or have a demo of your own, go talk to the person who sent you the link. They will be able to help you to do a demo, and they will be able to help you um, to try it and buy it if you want. Congratulations to Madam Susan for doing this. Thank you so much to Cynthia. Amazing testimonials. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We're about to end this call. As a final touch, the way I like to do it, we have a lot of people in this call. We have close to 80 people in this call. If you would like to turn on your camera, we can wave each other goodbye and come back again next week, next Wednesday for more stories with more sharing. Thank you so much, Cynthia. Thank you, Ronald. Thank you, Maggie. I see you. Marietta, Maria, AEM, I see you. Thaddeus, good day, sir. Sui Eng, thanks for joining us. Hi, Apolinar. Hi, Yilan. Hi, Maud from Sweden. Hi, Susan. Thank you for being you, Susan. You are the reason why all of this is happening. God bless you and all the work that you do. Hi, Helen. Hi, Tessie. Hi, Philip. Hi, Evelyn. Hi, Humayun. We have so many people in this call with us. Goodbye, everyone. Thank you all for joining us, and we'll see you guys next week, next Wednesday, same time. I love you all, and bye bye. One tribe, one team, one family.